Mortgage rates have been dropping since the start of November, but it does not appear to be helping the housing market that much. 30-year rates fell nearly half a percentage point to end November at 6.58%. That's according to Black Knight. That's still more than twice the rate of a year ago. And despite the drop, overall mortgage lock volumes, that's when you lock in a rate on a refi or on a mortgage to buy a home with your lender, they dropped 21.5% in November from October and were down 68% annually. Now, refis, of course, have been tanking for the last 6 months. They're barely 15% of all rate locks when just a year ago they were outpacing home buyer mortgages. But now home buyer loan volumes are feeling the big pain as well. Home buyer rate locks were down 22% for the month, down 48% from a year ago. Higher interest rates and still higher home prices continue to hit buyers, and the dollar volume of loan locks dropped an even heftier 37% over the past 3 months, down more than 50% from a year ago. And that speaks to home prices easing up a little bit. Also, another sign of prices easing, adjustable rate mortgages, we call them ARMs, which surged when rates really started rising. Well, they pulled back slightly to 10% for November from 13% in October. ARMs, of course, offer lower interest rates, but buyers continue to be highly risk averse. So once rates pulled back even a little bit, they ran back to the fixed. Morgan?
Makes sense. Diana, I just wonder, with home prices now starting to slow or even begin to come down in some markets, if there's a sense that you could actually see a recovery in some of that data around mortgages and these locks as those prices come down and people are just sort of waiting on the sidelines for that to happen.
You know, we've seen these dribs and drabs of people saying that. We heard Toll Brothers CEO in their last earnings conference call saying that they were seeing, quote, some green shoots, potentially more people in the showrooms and some more demand, more traffic on websites like Redfin. But it hasn't really translated into home sales yet and not into these mortgage rate locks yet. So perhaps people are waiting for prices to ease up more, or perhaps waiting to see if this lower interest rate environment, and when I say lower, just a little bit lower than we saw a few months ago, is going to hold on.